All right. I will call our January 14th Parks Committee meeting to order. At this time, I'm actually going to roll call because I actually had this discussion with Richard, I think in November, that we're probably supposed to roll call meeting for president as we go into this. So I'm not trying to catch you off guard or do something different, but I think this is part of our process moving forward. So, Benny?
Here.
Curtis?
Present.
Farmer? Here. Jolly?
Here.
Martin? Here. Moore?
Here.
Whittington?
Here.
We have a quorum. Next up, approval of minutes for our December 10th Parks Committee meeting.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve the minutes. Do I have a second? Second. Motion and a second. All in favor? Minutes are approved. Associations and club reports. We have none. Director's report. You can see the December summary that is there in your packet for different activities and things that took place. A lot of December is catching up on maintenance and things like that. It's pretty slow during that time. One thing that I will highlight is if you look about halfway down, we came across multiple equipment failures in the aquatic center in December. That has not improved any in January because if you've been paying attention, our aquatic center is currently closed. So just kind of an update on that. The scoreboard is something that, that scoreboard is 15 years old now and it's a digital scoreboard. So, with technology, it is very outdated. We actually looked into when we replaced the marquee of the Bishop Park, the possibilities of that scoreboard as well. We were continuing to still kind of look through that, but it was much more complicated in replacing the aquatic scoreboard because it has to tie to all of those touch pads and all the different things that are utilized in the pool as well. So we were very limited to the same company that put it in originally, who did not show a lot of interest in continuing to give us a quote for an update. Basically, that's still the technology they're using. But that's just something that at some point we're going to have to look at probably replacing. I know that the high school hosted a swim meet in December that the school board went out in the middle of the swim meet. They have backup timing, but there's can't see that it's not public for everyone to see. So, lap pool heater that, went out, I think in like November. Yeah. Originally we were the replacement here. That's already been approved by this committee and council to purchase the new heater. The replacement was supposed to be here by 1st of December. It was on delay. It's still on delay. I think an update that it was supposed to come next week. Now they're saying it'll be the end of the month. We're currently looking at other options for another company to get that, maybe be able to get that for us sooner. But at this point, the lap pool water is very cold because it's now been without a heater for the entire winter. Therapy pool heater, it is functioning properly, but it is also just as old as that lap pool heater was. So we know that it doesn't have a lot of time left either. And the HVAC system in the bathhouse, which is where the restrooms, locker rooms, all that is, it went out in December. So update on that has been fixed. The HVAC system has on that. I bring this to you because right now we're doing whatever we can to get these limping along, but be aware that even with that HVAC system, the recommendation was to replace it. We went ahead and paid for the repairs, but at some point I'm gonna be coming back going, hey, we've got to get these things, we're gonna have to start replacing stuff. I mean, this building is 15 years old, and all this equipment they're saying has reached its life, if not surpassed it. So, the reason the pool is currently closed, or the aquatic center is currently closed, is because the pool pack died during the snowstorms Thursday evening. As of 5 o'clock this afternoon, it is back up and running. But we did not get it running until this afternoon. We had to do an emergency PO for that. We're not actually sure what that bill is going to be when it comes in, but it was, you have to get it back up and running. So our hope is that as long as when we get here tomorrow morning, everything looks fine, we will open the aquatic center back up at some point tomorrow for the therapy pool. The lap pool will not reopen because the water temperature is so cold now, it can't be. So, did I miss anything on our?
Sounds good.
That's a lot of stuff going on, but I mean, this is a facility that we've known it's going to need some money thrown its way for some work to be done. And so, the pool pack was the first thing, and the bids closed today on that. So bids next week and award someone the project to replace the pool pack this summer.
So we anticipating that one being closed?
We talked, I don't want to name anyone here, but we talked to someone today that said that they were hopeful that maybe they could get a heater in by next week. So now I don't want to get your hopes up. I mean, that's hope, that's wishful thinking. The person that we contracted in November, I mean, it's not necessarily them. Their supplier keeps backing up the ship date on it. So that has now been delayed to the 21st to ship, and then it's 5 days of shipping. So, yeah. No one has received payment.
Yeah.
So, and they have been notified that at this point, if we can find someone else that can get it for us, we're going to go with whoever can get it heater in. So.
And the price of the heater that's on the bid.
What's
the average cost of the heater?
Well, the heater that we have already committed to replace was $25,000. So that's already been approved in I think we did that in November or maybe December. But, we're assuming that if someone else can step in and do it, if somebody came back and said I can do it, but it's going to be told, well, we'll wait on the original person. So, because we have approval to spend $25,000. Now the pool pack's going to be, we've gotten quotes over $1 million for that. So, but that's the Amendment 78 that was approved by council in November, I think, is when we did that. So that'll be paid off over the next 5 years. So all of the money is already, other than whatever this bill is going to be to get the pool pack back up and running, based on previous times of this happening, I would guess that's going to be $5,000 to $10,000 probably. That seems to be usually what that. Unfortunately, at this point, we've done this a few times now. So, yeah. Any other questions over the summary? Like I said, I just wanted to highlight that because I know that I will be coming back and asking at some point for funds to start replacing a lot of this.
Here's the only question I had. I did not do what I was planning on doing, but about a month ago, I went by Bill's Park and I looked at the pool and didn't have it. At that time,
it's on my next update. I got you.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
The capital updates, I will jump to the Mills cover, since Drew brought that up. The cover was shipped and they were here to install it and they mismeasured where the mushroom goes.
Oh.
And so it had to be returned. And so we were waiting for that to be, but where that mushroom is, I wasn't out there, but whatever it was, the measurement was off, which they did the measurement, not us.
That's what they have. Keith had insisted that they do the measuring so that this didn't happen.
Right.
Because they
Not that I don't
wanted
trust our
us,
guys.
they wanted us to turn in measurements, and he was like, no, I want them to do it,
Yeah.
so that we don't run into any problems, and then they missed by like 18 inches or something.
So, yeah, so we are waiting on our new cover to come.
But they're not trying to put it on any more extra expenses.
No, this is all them. They will have, so they are still on the hook for the contracted amount that we have. But yes, I think that happened in November, maybe December, that they came out and we're like, oh, great, the cover's will be installed today. And then, never mind, they're leaving with it because it's off by 18.
So if there's any damage because the cover's not on there?
They'll be on the hook, yeah. It's warranty for a year at least, and maybe 2 years. So, yeah.
Y'all just redid the service, and that's part of it.
Oh, the pool?
Yeah.
Yes, we did the servicing last year.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's going to end up being done. Unfortunately, the leaves have all fallen at this point. So, like,
Right.
so we're gonna have a great cover next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, Mills cover, the replacement of the full pack, I told you this next week we will read those bids and award that project. And so it's still on track to be replaced this summer whenever it's warm and we don't use it. And then a few trail updates. There really hasn't been any updates since the last time I talked to you on. I mean, the Mills to Alcoa connector trail, the design is very close to being finished. The expectation is that it still will be constructed this summer. We have applied for a grant to resurface the trail, the existing trail at Mills Park, so that when we connect this really nice trail from Alcoa, it doesn't go to a trail that's in need of repairs at Mills. So we don't have an answer on that. And then the Midland Park to Hilldale connector trail is in the early stages of design right now, Matt. That's, I would say at this point, next summer, probably at the early. And that's gonna be a very long trail, so it'll probably be done in phases over time. But, that'll go from Midland Road over to, you got Hilldale Road, and then eventually connect to, which elementary is that? Parkway Elementary.
Did you hear back anything on the grant with the way the lighting was gonna be done?
We did not, oh, the lights for here?
Yes,
We did not.
You did?
Oh, yeah, you missed last month.
sorry,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah.
Colin.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, I told you.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so, yes,
Sorry.
We're gonna try again.
unfortunately, we did
Okay.
not get the grant for the lighting.
It's okay.
So we're gonna keep looking, but yes, that's a high priority item still, is figuring out a
I
way to
didn't
get
want to bring up,
lights in this park.
something that we've been talking about.
That wasn't the 80-20, right?
No, that was a trail. Yeah. That would have been, a lot of these trails are each one, but that resurfacing, because I think I brought that to y'all last month, with the resurfacing, any other questions or anything over, I think that was all of the director's report. Any public comments?
Yeah, I just wanted to introduce myself. Some of you may know Jeff Hall, and he's passed the baton to me as the president of the soccer club. So you got to meet Matt and Keith already, and so we kind of have 2-year terms. He actually went about 2.5 years, and was ready to hand that off. So I'm looking forward to working with Parks, and we really, really appreciate the relationship we have, and that really feel well taken care of. So we have a big board. I think, 5-10 years ago, the board was kind of limited. We have about a dozen people working together, doing our best to keep growing the soccer club and be good stewards at Midland, and do our part to make sure that it's there for many players in the future. So thanks a lot.
Old business, I included our bylaws here. I'm not asking for a motion or anything on this tonight, but I know that we have a lot of new Parks Committee members that may have not necessarily have seen them, but have really looked at them closely. Those us that were here in 2022 got a lot of time to look at them because we updated them at that time. I'm not gonna go through this or expect anybody to, you know, go through all this or anything tonight. What I want to ask you is that, I have to take these to be updated anyways, because they state that our meetings are held at City Hall, and they are not held at City Hall. So I'm planning to take this for an update anyway. So if you would, just before next month's meeting, look through these, see if there's anything else. You know, if you have questions, reach out to me, or if there's something else that you're like, hey, maybe we should look at updating this. I would assume that it's pretty good because we went through this. I think it was like 6 months or something, I feel like, back and forth to get these bylaws in. But yeah, so, you know, just when you get a little time and you're looking for some exciting reading material here, just kind of look through it and then let me know if there's anything that kind of stands out to you that you would like to highlight as possible other amendments that we need to take. Also in that, I can go to meetings and probably find this, but if you know when your start date was for Parks Committee,
I was just sitting there thinking that one.
or
I just looked it up when I came here.
because I was
Oh,
looking,
you win.
because I was looking to, well, don't share it right now, but send it to me. Obviously a few of you I know, just because they're recent. But I know that Amanda's the longest.
Yes.
But honestly, I don't know between you three which one.
They were before me, I know, and they
So-
said it too.
I was right before you.
Yeah.
I was before.
You were real close.
I do know
I
that.
know, man.
Before me,
Were you before COVID?
Yeah.
No, I'm about to go.
Well, there you go. You may be
I guess
technically.
I may be
So,
saying.
Well, I mean, when you say the beginning of COVID or doing COVID?
Before, like the beginning of COVID.
I came,
You were before COVID.
not before COVID, I'm
You were?
right.
Because I did meetings by Zoom.
Yeah.
I know, I didn't do it from,
I think I'm third. You were.
Okay.
I came on after you.
Well, we'll figure it
I
out.
was here before we started.
Yeah,
I got it off topic, my fault.
I think it's.
Yeah, y'all were here before me.
Yeah.
But,
I definitely passed my 4-year term.
I'm not.
Go with that.
Well,
that's what, and I thought I made it, but I'm not.
Well,
Yeah.
so that gets to where the point of where I was going, that, so we have, everyone has, you're on 4-year terms. The problem is that for a long time, they were not monitored very good. So starting the January of last year, we went ahead and just kind of started fresh with everyone on terms. So, if you are in seat 1 for your ward, I don't expect y'all to know that. If you're in seat 1 for your ward, you're this year. If you're in seat 2 for your ward, your term ends the end of 27. We just have to pick a spot and say, let's start now. But I would like to know a start date for everyone. It would be nice to have, and I don't have that information. So
I guess my thing on that is, my T1 is not active.
it probably will be at the end of this month.
That person has been 1 year term.
And that's unfortunately, yes, unfortunately they will.
I mean, that's.
We usually, you know, as long as you're doing a good job,
Yeah.
whichever one is, we'll give you another term. Yeah, but yes, so the mayor does have someone in mind that he's taking to council at the end of this month. So hopefully we will be back fully, not staffed, but a full board, next month. So, but yes, just even if you can say, hey, it was somewhere around this window, I can then go find those council meetings and probably find the exact month. September. September 21. September 21.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right, we'll go in September 21. All right.
But if everybody will end like, it'll be December, not in the middle of the.
Yes, it is December of 25. If you are seat 1, and I can let you know. I'll let you know that outside of the meeting. 27.
Okay.
So some of you, if you're in seat 2, you've got 3 more years. So.
Even though you've been.
You know?
I don't remember.
I'm gonna flip hers around again.
All right. Find the other one that's open. I think mine is no, it's
Already
Richard
done.
was, we're together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going, but I don't know who's one and who's two, then, I have no idea.
You want,
I'm both.
you want.
Y'all may be cross-sectional.
I know I'm more than one. Do I
We're
get
both,
it?
yeah, we're both, no, that's 50.
So, I guess, my understanding was, when I was appointed, that it was specified on when my, term ended. Was that?
You were appointed at the beginning of last year.
Yeah, so mine, I believe mine was approved by council in February.
Gotcha. So, yeah, I don't actually remember off the top of my head who was seat one, but it was either end of this year or the end of 27.
Okay. I think that means I was being, that's what I think.
27?
That's what I'm pretty sure.
Gotcha. Renee can tell you, like, it ends and we just,
Yeah.
it's automatic renewal
Until
unless
we
you.
did this 2 years ago, I didn't even know there was one yet. Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly.
Then you're gonna enjoy it.
I remember when.
Yeah.
All right. As much as I've enjoyed chairing this meeting, new business is to elect a new chairperson. So at this time, I will accept any nominations to take the seat of chair.
Hold on, honey. No. I'm gonna nominate man.
Okay. You do not accept your nomination?
No, I accept mine.
Oh, okay.
But I would also like to
Nominate.
Amanda. Like,
Do I have any other nominations on the floor? Okay, we actually have, this is, for the first time since I've been here, we have 2 nominations, so that means we vote.
Amanda.
So, Matt will pass around and we will take a vote.
Do I get?
He was like, really?
Yes.
And
Renee.
flips the paper.
And Renee. So yeah, if you will write down Renee or Amanda, whoever you were voting for chair, and
More.
We need one more.
did you not get one?
No, and I didn't vote for.
That's it. Well, we know who you're voting for.
Sorry.
One year, so.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's right, I ain't put my name on.
no, but that.
Once you vote, we'll put them in the jar and then Matt will count them up, or he can read them out loud. That'll make it out
That was the
loud.
vote, I was just done.
Can I write a torch like Survivor and both of them?
There's no pulling. All right.
All right, cool, now cool.
We're just pulling one.
Are they all in it? But we get 3 pulls.
Pretty cool.
Get 3 pulls.
All right, here we go. I've got 1 for Amanda.
Woo-hoo!
I have 2 for Amanda.
Yay! Oh, we're good.
1 for Renee.
Oh.
2 for Renee.
Oh, it's neck and neck.
3 for Renee.
Oh.
3 for Amanda. This is gonna, here it is, right here, tiebreaker. At least we have an odd number tonight. Amanda, 4 to 3.
Congratulations.
So,
You had an experience, so. You had an
now, I do have a consolation prize for you.
Yeah, because we'll be there.
I had to look this up last year. Amanda knows this because I had to call her, right?
Maybe I want to change my vote. Don't give me all the information.
The bylaw states that if the chair misses a meeting, the next longest tenured Parks Committee member fills in. So you will be the backup.
I win anyway.
That's actually why I needed to know when everyone started. So when Richard was sick and missed December, there was a reason Amanda stepped in and led the meeting, and that is because she is the longest tenured. So Amanda was aware that she's the longest one and had to step in and fill in it. So if she were to become the chair again, I would have to figure out who the next longest tenured was.
Renee.
And then it would be Renee. So y'all can't miss at the same time.
I know.
You have a I think that's one, I'm sorry. I think it is 2. It It was either one. Okay,
Yes, I think we're right.
Gotcha.
somewhere in there.
Oh, you get to take over now. So, I'm done.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, do we have any comments?
Really?
Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'd like a motion to adjourn.
One second.
All right. Now I'm gonna go